So that was a super, super fast fast forward, I know. Uh, and the end product is very, very subtle. You can barely see it around there. The doodling, I took some pictures so that you could see it more easily. And I'm going to go ahead and show you in real time what I've decided to do down here at the bottom. I remembered that I have this washi tape, and it comes in sheets rather than rolls. This is Dilutions tape sheets by Ranger, and they are nice and colorful, and they look more like they belong on our colorful thing here. So just peel that up, and they're not super long, so I'm going to be layering different ones. They're more subtle actually than our bright alcohol ink background here, but it's going to break it up so it doesn't look like this vast empty space. So I'm kind of auditioning where I want to put it. Up here it feels too close, and then I want to get it somewhere around here. It doesn't have to be exactly at the edge. You can always go back and use some pen over top of it. And they aren't the same width either. So you kind of build it up like a puzzle if you want it to go across, all the way across something. And it's flexible too, so you can kind of wiggle it around the way you want. Has those little borders you can use later or make it part of the thing if you like. And I might not always do this part. It's not a requirement, it's not a formula, it's not something that you have to do. It's just if you feel it. So I think that I like that, and I'm going to pick it back up and just stick it down here on my desk. And I'll be using it like I do with piece of paper. Gluing down for the bottom, because it's great that you can stick it down and pull it back up, but that also means that it's probably not going to stay on its own. But you do get to audition. Okay, so let's just place that back down so we make sure we know where it's going. And sometimes if things are a little bit awkward, like if it's a long piece or a bigger piece of paper and you don't want part of it to dry before you get to it, to burnishing it, rubbing it down, then you can do it in pieces like this. So basically I'm saying whatever works. Okay, so now that I have my basic line set there, I know about how long it's going to be. I'm just going to brush a line of glue Mod Podge across. Could be matte medium. If I were out of Mod Podge. Sometimes I have a podge. The fumbly word. So what I'm working with here is getting some glue on the edge so it goes all the way around for now. So just wrapped it around the side there. And a little on top. This isn't as porous as paper, but you can still glue over top to have it stay better. And then I'm going just right over the edge, and I'm not being too heavy-handed there because I just don't want to, I don't want the inks to start bleeding up, and then I can always wipe it away. You don't have to be too careful. And I'm honestly not being that way. Just a little bit. Okay, so I am done there. I need to switch my waters around. I have my drinking water and my paint water in different positions. They in the opposite position they're usually in, and I keep almost dunking my paintbrush into my drinking water, and I just don't think that'll work out very well. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm going to take the thicker Pitt pen to do my border, and there are a lot of options here. You could do a thin layer of paint. It doesn't have to be a line, it can be dabbed on, or some sort of washed out edge. You don't have to do it at all if you don't want to. I just like it. And I know you can't see all of that, but I wanted the video to be close enough so that you could see details a little bit better. But it's really not very mysterious what I'm doing. Just, it's a little bit easier to go along like this. That's how you write. But so I'm going to do this vertical one. I'm just going to turn it a little bit, so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing and an alternative way of doing things. That's me running into the other roll of washi tape that I didn't put away. That's all right. We got there in the end. And voila, we are here at the end of the last video, and thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I will have more. I have lots and lots of ways to do mandalas. There's only so much you can fit into a single class, so stay in touch and let me know anything you want to let me know.